Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us. What's so special about Goldie anyway? Yeah, he's strong, but what good is strong against ridiculous, unrelenting firepower? We need to be on the other side of this thing.
We're not getting over.
Would under suffice? Perhaps we should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't no way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. Better off fighting our way there.
Indeed. I would much rather face them with my blades.
I did see a floor directly below this one.
I ain't seeing no hatch or nothing. Hey, Quill, try your visor.
Warlock better not kill Raker before I get to him.
I am eager to pull that sorcerer's insides to the outside.
Part of the floor looks weak.
Good thing we got old Big Boots.
It is not the size of the boot, but the might of the one who wields it.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
Last way. Look, they're still at it.
At least our guy seems to be winning.
This carnage brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Always wondered, what did you use to do that? Some kind of mega bombs?
Rocket.
Blades. My own hands. And feet. Knees, elbows. Often my forehead.
Anyone see a way across?
Yeah, we can't do nothing with that sign in the way, Quill. Boom, baby!
You sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calex cream.
All right, Groot, stretch away.
Battle must have been tremendous. Is any of this structurally sound?
Something tells me it never was.
Yep, that's part of Knowhere's charm. Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Do you have any idea how far down it is if you miss?
We ain't got time to argue. I'll make it.
Leave this to me!
Glad that wasn't rocket.
You are a valued member of this team. Not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it.
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
No, more likely Magus will use the ritual's power to drain the life energies of all in attendance.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Nor will I.
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
You will regret it.
Must suck to be a celestial head, just floating around the edge of the universe's stuck toilet. And then parasites move in and build a space station. They start digging out your brains. Until a death cult evicts everybody and starts blowing up what's left of you. Dumb are these flartnards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage.
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Oh yeah. Hungry is an understatement.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the Cortex. It is the Cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
The beast is being exposed.
Get away from my dog!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
Rocket! Blast him! Cosmo! Talk to us here!
I don't think he hears you!
Zap! I love playing Zappazellin!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Nobody kicks a dog on my watch!
Especially not that
Blitz him, Rocket!
Beware!
We gotta keep him off Cosmo!
They will not touch him! We must strike the large one with more force! A little help over here!
one! Peter! Can you get to him?
Die!
Cosmo! Snap out of it!
Fight them, dog!
Feels like I've been shooting that big spot for hours!
It is as powerful as it is large! We must break it!
You got this one!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
They'll be building us statues for this! Show him some muscle!
Prepare yourself!
Get ready!
Guys, huddle up!
Feels like we've been fighting these creeps for cycles. Not sure how many more of them we can take on.
She's right, Quill. Me and Groot have barely got any legs left to stand on. If things don't improve, we may be forced to give up.
Look, I get it. Feels like we've been fighting these crazies forever. But we can't turn around now. This is our life. Because we're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. And if anyone wins today, it's us. So who's with me?
Wise words, Peter
This is
Quill!
gonna be fun!
Great, ready!
Cosmo! You've got to snap out of it!
Need your help here, buddy! Cosmo! Talk to us here!
The dog is lost in memories of the past!
Look out!
Face me!
Grab and pull, bro!
You got it! Ouch! That's gotta hurt!
What's next, Peter?
There's your chance,
Big
Gamora!
grab the lump!
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
I wasn't expecting any.
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
Something tells me we got more scraps ahead.
I shall break their bones! Get off me, you scut-knocking flark bags! The rodent is being overwhelmed!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
We need to focus!
Peter Quill! The assassin is in trouble! Try not to die!
Don't mention it!
This has got my name on it!
This flatnard's sucking up all my shots!
You're up, big boy!
Meet your maker! Why does the dog not find Blaster?
Something's wrong with him!
So you, Gamora!
Nice to meet you! Cosmo, you've got to snap out of it!
Need your help here, buddy! Feels like I've been shooting that big bot for hours!
It is as venerable as it is large! We must break it!
Stick it to him, brute!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
We lose Cosmo to them, it's all over!
The Mutt better remember us saving his tail here!
And the rest of him! Prepare for pain!
That big robot is a serious problem! Past time someone got stabbed!
Set it free! Lob it at him, big guy! Chop him, Gamora! Nobody kicks a dog on my watch!
Especially not that one!
This one mocks our every effort! We have weakened the contraption's defenses!
Bess!
Ah! The mechanical beast is running out of limbs!
What the fuck are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this fleabag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there! I can hear him!
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind! He's there!
Oh, Flark, just shoot the Mutt!
No!
easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us! He's still in the promise!
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Catavia not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits send Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet,
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
family would never turn back on Cosmo. Raised since he was mere pup.
Just because someone feeds you and trains you doesn't mean they're your family.
I lost my family too. My mom died right in front of me when I was just a kid.
Then Piotr Quill should know. Cosmo would work like dog to have family back.
If they are part of this promise, these humans are most assuredly dead. Do not be swayed by the bribe of their return as I was.
Promise is only empty until fulfillment be. Perhaps it's Katati who lost hope too quickly.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Piotr Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fetch your lies.
That's it, buddy, you tell him!
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all costs.
Sick 'em, boy!
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex.
Wonder if the church even realizes what was being mined down here. All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers! Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble digits don't make mistakes.
The way the church spreads their faith tech.
Groot's right. This is a really old mining settlement. Everything was nice and crumbly even before the church shot everything to hell.
Drax, how do you keep from breaking your hands smashing through everything?
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We got a gig from an old contact at Mantlo's before you barged in for a family reunion with Mr. No Lips.
Not the weirdest guy I know.
You're the weirdest guy I know. The flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
Whatever they're doing, I think they just took it to the next level.
Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we can even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people. She knows what she's doing, or what she did, or...
Raker said Nikki chose Knowhere for the ritual, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time letting that one go.
But that means Magus chose it. Probably because of the Cortex and how it can provide instant access to all believers everywhere. So we're gonna shut the door in its ugly face, ruin its big day, and kick it when it's down.
Yuck.
I am so done with brains and the Universal Church of crap.
I know it's slow going. Blame the Flarknards who wrecked everything.
Do you know any shortcuts?
In case you ain't noticed, the entire geometricals of this place have been flarked.
Guardian of Galaxy, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi debt.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church dudes between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yeah, Cosmo is retaking Tower of Security, where his pups are hiding. Without power, nowhere is being lost.
Gotcha! Be careful up there, buddy! It's not the shield, it's the mine! Enough already!
You owe me one, Quill!
This is so gross! The cranial matter has an impressive springiness!
We're violating so many Knowhere codes just being near the spray!
I'm well beyond caring! You're welcome!
I knew you had my back!
What are these lights obscuring my vision?
Bet you've never felt so
Quill!
alive! I see it!
Big guy seeing stars! Finally! Sick of those blasted mines!
I am in your debt, Peter Quill.
I'll be your wingman anytime!
How many times have I saved your butt now?
What would I do without you, Robert? Toss it! The sooner we get off this train, the better!
I have seen many explode bearings, but never one this gargantuan.
What's next, Peter?
Don't get hit by the mine! Feeling really exposed in this pit!
Our enemies are just as exposed.
That floating mine guy is really starting to tick me off!
So, let's take that sprint-necked soldier out then!
Larry, think what has mine.
Relax, go!
On it! Target's wide open!
Good luck with those mines now!
This poor goon's got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung, they call it.
Good thing I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. You probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are already gray.
And you know that...
I have seen them many times.
He wants to know what could have decapitated a Celestial.
Likely it was an exceptionally large blade.
Quill, for somebody who wants out of here, you're sure doing a lot of hanging around.
I can't get back up to the catwalks.
There's gotta be something we can use to get up there.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He hope the dust has gone to his brain.
Drax, little help, Peep-Ho?
Readily. I hunger.
For battle?
I did not eat on the ship.
There's plenty of brain tissue to go around.
It can wait.
I'm surprised Thanos never tried to take Knowhere's resources during the war.
Don't ever underestimate the Collector's political power.
Did you guys know?
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
You're always good for a laugh, Quill.
Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of Knowhere looks like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
Let's make this quick. What do you want, Quill? You don't pay me enough, Quill.
So they just up and left all this once they discovered the Cortex?
If by up and left you mean that mutt went barking mad and booted everyone out, then yup.
Not surprising. Imagine that thing falling into the wrong hands.
We don't have to. Hey, Groot, think you can get me up there? Right about there.
This seems impertinent to task.
I want to get a look from up high.
Scoping?
Scoping. This place smells weird.
It's the brains. Goes sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal and, I don't know, something else.
Korea
What's that?
is the waste product of a large Catathian slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable. What do the buyers do with all of the brain matter?
They buy bone scrapes and spinal fluid, too.
Why?
They're mostly scientists, trying to understand the mysteries of the universe or create the next big weapon.
Think you can anchor to this, Gamora?
Guess we'll find out! I've been thinking. Yeah, the nobodies look out for themselves, but they're also paranoid.
That's an understatement.
So maybe at the first sign of trouble, some of them jumped in their ships and got out.
You underestimate their greed. Breaker promises power and eternal life.
What do you see?
Same stuff, but higher?
Hurts to see all my investments go up in smoke.
What investments?
Couple seed fundings into illegal weapons research, funneled some units into goon training, couple of vets.
You had units this whole time?
No, they were invested.
What's in all those towers and pods?
There ain't no zone in here, so could be anything.
Whoa! The tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. For all we know, that thing's about to blow.
Perhaps there is a way to steer Knowhere directly into the rift.
Oh, what have they done to you? My baby.
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, Knowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home. Yeah, the Milano's great, but a ship ain't the same.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Knowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance. This is the Flarkin Continuum Cortex, one of the most powerful artifacts in the known universe, maybe even before it.
This universe will not be worth living in if these fiends succeed.
We should focus on them faith conduits. I'm betting they all route through the same junction. That's gonna be the weakness. I don't know what's more dizzying in this place, looking up or looking down.
Do neither. Look your enemies in their eyes.
What if I could? Staring down somebody's squad ain't as effective.
Here they come!
A whole lot of them!
Soon to be one less!
Yay! More brains up ahead!
Ah! I'm gonna have nightmares about brains!
Fiends! I will find new ways to kill you!
You guys can run! When he says that, things get messy! Justice is swift!
Getting real sick of these skips bringing more news!
These warp guards cheat! Magnati Riati!
Our mighty battle shakes the very ground beneath us!
We're very fast! The mission battle that needs to end soon! This whole city is going to collapse!
No! We ain't gonna let it!
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes!
Like we have any choice. They shoot, we shoot.
Over here! Guess we're climbing brains again.
Gotta get across that gap first.
Just so you know, I'm reserving the shower indefinitely after this. All right, group, let's make a bridge of our own.
Watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
He's seen what we can do.
More importantly, we know what we can do. All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Who said saving the galaxy would be easy?
I do not recall anyone making that claim.
We're gonna get paid after all this, right?
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop this fulfillment thing.
How pragmatic of you.
Try not to count my chickens before they hatch. Careful, it gets a little. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Peter, do you want to do the honors?
Totally. Watch this. Surprise, scuttfuckers!
Is the whole church here?
Their losses will be legendary!
Come on, put him down! Final stretch, people! Everything you've got!
They will regret angry Tathian warrior! We'll tear down this church, wizard!
So glad that man is on our side right now.
Don't forget, we're a team! Coordinate!
Just show me what to ventilate!
This is bringing back war memories.
Only this time there's no resistance to help out!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
I'm ready. Just find me an opening.
Pizza!
Must have missed the defense against Gamora class.
Watch it! They're crawling out of the woodwork!
I wasn't expecting so many of them!
We'll never hit him while he's moving around that fast.
We need to bring him in for an emergency landing!
The Bloodbuster's strong! I am losing control!
Good! We need the destroyer!
Time to shred us!
I thought you'd never ask!
My guy keeps dodging my shot! Blow them away, Rocket!
Wizard! Please stand before your temple gates! Come out and die!
Try not to break the vortex.
This is how it's done!
Oh yeah! Take that, Nova Scott!
Don't forget, we're a team! Coordinate!
Crawl out, and I will demolish your foes!
Careful!
What is next, Peter Quill?
If we see Ranger in there, he's mine!
I got the kid! I know I can reach her!
I got all these toys I'm just dying to use!
Almost there! Push through this!
About florking time!
We'll tear down this church, Wizard!
So glad that man is on our side right now!
Don't forget, we're a team! Coordinate!
Crawl out, and I will demolish your foes! Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
It is as venerable as it is with pleasure!
Got a feeling we ain't gonna like what's on the other side of this!
I have seen their worst in my own life!
Haven't had a problem!
Only this time there's no resistance to help
Face
out!
the destroyer!
Now, Gamora!
You got it!
Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
It's like this one doesn't feel pain! Feels like we're up against the entire army!
Their focus should be divided between here and the Mendes, right? Feels like I've been shooting that big bot for hours!
My great strength goes underutilized!
Hold them down, crew!
Well, Muscle has in trouble!
Punch them off!
I will enjoy this!
This guy is taking a knee!
Good riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Everyone ready? Game face is on.
I have only one face.
Well, put it in me mode.
Ha! Done!
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already, I got a grenade with Raker's name on it.
Engraving an explosive is imprudent.
If Raker's still alive, he's mine.
Whatever they're up to with the Cortex, it stops now. This is Knowhere. Our Knowhere.
Destin right! Let's show these Flartnards the door!
I'll show them my blade.
It will be a glorious battle. We are with you, Peter Quill!